Hello there and welcome to the Frankly Francis Gaming Show where I talk gaming. Now, out of all the wonderful games that were previewed at the E3, such as the new Tomb Raider and the stunning Assassin's Creed Revelations, no one seemed to give a shit about Fable The Journey. I went ahead and watched the cinematic trailer without any prior knowledge on the game.
Albion. A land long desired by those who should not possess it.
Now, being the natural-born geek I am, two things about Teresa struck me first when I watched it. One, Teresa can't run for shit. Two, why did she turn around? Her eyes are meant to be useless. Yes, that did look a little bit like a gun. However, all things aside, the game is still set in Albion. However, you don't actually play as a hero. You're going on an action-packed adventure utilising the Xbox 360's Kinect, where you're going to be playing a pothead that can't stay awake at the fucking wheel! Thinking that this couldn't just be it, I did a little bit more research to find that was just it. If you haven't already looked into it, I'll lay down the gameplay for you. The whole game is you controlling a crappy carriage down miles of dirt roads to which you're shouting incoherent, manic words at your horse that you're meant to fall in love with, despite the fact 95% of the time you'll be staring at its arse. It's a winner! So in this in mind, it's official. Peter Molyneux has gone insane. This is like him believing that holding hands with people in Fable 3 would revolutionise the gaming world.
I've heard all about you, you know.
Oh, that's right, you look like a fucking idiot when you were holding the hand of the criminal you just arrested. It is like a love story. Now, I don't know about you, but the idea of the game, whether it be a spin-off or a full-on, riding from one place to another, doing your, as Peter likes to put it, organic spells, which makes them sound like they were fucking homegrown, is a really shite game. If I wanted this level of entertainment, I'd go play Digger Simulator 2011. Now, to be fair, Fable The Journey does look like it has some playability to it. It could be used as a loading screen game, when you're waiting for the real game to begin. I mean, I'm not even really sure of the storyline. According to sources, it's set just after the events of Fable 3, and the idea behind it, quoting Teresa, is that
when heroes are no longer born, they must be made.
Which then it goes into a shot of her running away from a cloud monster, which adds up in my mind as the beginnings of a rape scene. But seriously, what other reason would it be chasing her for? Apparently she's the only one with powers left. So the story as I see, you play a drugged up hippie who got a job in delivery, one day gets a blind old woman come to his carriage and urge him to hurry the fuck up because the smoke monster from Lost is trying to have its way with her. It doesn't like the idea of an Albion not having a hero that's gonna fart and dance for the villagers of Oakville so they can laugh. That cloud ought to take a lesson of love from these guys. Despite me knocking down the game a few notches, at least it's got one thing going for it. It doesn't look like this horse. I mean, just look at the way it runs. Look at the awkward dimpled muscles on that thing. But that's all from me, Frankie Pennington, and I leave you with this conundrum. I'm not sure how I'm going to play the new Tomb Raider game with only one hand.